Okay, this is a better video for the first one, and the last video for the viewers was for the first viewer. Sorry, I still haven't looked up who the first viewer was, just because I know who it was, and he unremoved me a while back, and so yeah, this is okay. So last time I might not have mentioned. I might have recorded that. Re-record. Yeah, I remember saying something with a weird but I like the way it sounded. Um, Viewers, I don't know. Some people have good. Okay, so this was the. I'm gonna be re-upload. I'm gonna upload my files that I've been holding back, or not uploading, out of courtesy because of the one video that is from pirated content, or not, just the clip video thing. I don't want to say pirated content. I mean, I don't know. I need to make sure they are filing for copyright stuff. I'm pretty certain it's automatic. I just, uh, yeah. So that's a go for this one for one thing. Okay, so the warning is you're about to get a lot of video spam for the people who are subscribing, like the new subscriber stuff for that one. I will. I usually upload it all as unlisted first, and then switch it all to public, and hopefully that helps, but it may not. So yeah, I hope y'all are all having good days. That was the disclaimer, like the wall of videos warning that you'll have to hide or unsubscribe. So see how many of y'all stay after that. Oh, then the goal is sorting. Like the other one had a lot of goals, and okay, so sort my stuff. I'll do some playlists to have like the conspiracies from the can, the experimental penguinism is already the way to collect certain things that. Okay, so let's see. There's some how to not game clip videos. I lost a lot of stuff on League. I was trying to collect they're still there, thankfully. Like the match games, or the match history, you can still record or download a lot of that stuff. I think I don't know how far back it'll go, but lost a hard drive that had a few. But I like to collect the games where my team or the enemy's team. Sometimes the enemy team will come back, and I do have a couple where we didn't make it as well. Like the Nexus takes damage, and we go back to win. It's basically why you don't surrender. Like you don't want to. Yes, you can lose now, but you can and probably win the next one. But then that doesn't always happen. You'll lose this one fast and lose the next one fast and lose the next one fast, and so it's kind of like you don't leave the pennies, don't leave the penny slots. Okay, yeah, I found it cost me. It didn't cost me that much. I would won $423 on my first $20 roll or slot. It's not my first slot pool, but the first $20 the casino gave me. But I kept playing, and I kept doing the max bet stuff, and it is just so did cost me $400 to learn that I'm not a good gambler. It was a bit more. It was probably I left there with a couple. I think 200. I ended up probably spending that at 400, and then ended up putting in about probably maybe 25, $50 of my own money, so about 450. I don't know. I found out that I could have actually gone back every week after that. It had been rolling, it had been using their slot machines because it was like triple points the first day, and then I found out a few months later that yeah, I would get 10 extra bucks at that point, but it had been about 20-25. Anyways, that was nice. I got to go and do some slots, and if you're gambling, you get free beverages at the fountain machine. They're not the biggest cups, but that's fine. I don't know how they did it with the COVID stuff. They probably, I mean, made the cups bigger. You know, but yeah, so that was nice. And then you get $5 or $10 every other week or so. If you, I mean, you get, there's probably, yeah. I I didn't practice with the electricity thing, with the whole the guitar and the bass. I figured it's stolen. It's probably delusions anyways, but they couldn't get the family. Like I showed it to some of the family members, and they never made comments of it at all. It was just blank face, like no inclination if it worked or didn't work. So I was like, yeah. And then with the things that go there, like the parents especially really like to push the delusional thinking, which is fine, but for their reasons, it's not fine. For if it's true, then it's fine. Yeah, if just I was good. I'm trying not. I'm kind of out of a courtesy. Don't want to get good at the and we're talking. I didn't know I recorded this video. I was gonna. Oh, this was the see. Yeah, 5.5 minutes. It was so I see the comments about the Joe Biden guy forgetting lines or just kind of where he's at temporarily. Well, that's the whole point of having a cabinet, right? Because you want to have people to when that happens when you're doing policies, you gotta talk for a bit and let that pass for a bit, and then if it does get too bad, then you end up getting retired and make us some money. But fairly, it's there's I don't know much about politics because I know that it's it's obviously not the right way to do things. It is because it requires people to participate, and people don't participate like that. Especially people. I mean, I'm tired. I've been tired since I was born. Sorry, not born, but before I was 10, I've been tired my whole life, and so that's it's humans are going by Earth time for their business practices rather than the specific humans have different different sleep things. Like if you sleep with or without the people who are trained to get up to the sunlight and stuff, but then there's sleep masks and things. You have technology. You don't have to rely on but then we're still stuck. Like and so because it's still a good way to measure things, a good way to everybody works the same, but that also doesn't the case because there wouldn't be second jobs. There would, I mean, and I couldn't do it. Like I tried to do a second job, and then also the first job was trying to do morning shifts, and I can't work morning shifts at all. For like morning is whenever like that's the coolest part of the day. I cannot work there anyways. I'm usually sleeping at that. Like there's uh, it's morning because you're morning that the sun is coming up, or at least that's I spell it with a U. It's still a good time, but I am in morning because it's getting warmer. Yeah, it's nice in the winter, but at the same time, I know even in the coldest point of winter, summer's coming. Um, Legally, I can't get rid of it without moving. I can move. Okay, legally, I can't take your summer away. Uh, um, so I like the idea of like the penguins is coordinating with poison ivy to make a net around the sun because why wouldn't you want a big ass umbrella? You'll always have some shade. It turns out it ends up well it's not an umbrella like for shade. It's actually to steer the solar system so you can like why not, like if you're gonna be driving a car might as well drive your so yeah you're anyways that stuff not in my lifetime. I'm aware of that. Even if I was able to have coherent thoughts and it not be like fantasy type stuff, still physically making it wouldn't happen. For one thing, I like the idea of using the bamboo. Like the reason Poison Ivy got involved was the bamboo shoots out of some capsules, like some umbrella core capsules. So might have to infringe on some Dragon Ball Z stuff. Anyways, no, that's capsule core, not umbrella core. Anyway, so yeah, so these capsules get sent out into space and they're circling the sun, and they start growing. They start growing bamboo shoots and connecting to each other, and then after that grid is done, initiated pretty good, vines start coming out. So, space. Yeah, you're right there at the sun, so you got the stuff. They're all getting sunlight. Everything's good. That'll be a have to, of course, do a lot of research to figure out that part of it. But like, is it on the side of a glass plating or something? Like how much heat stuff, or is it just the whole that it's being the how close can you get to the sun with a plant before the plant starts dying, and then how close do you need the I don't remember where it said the. Okay, there's a guy, Isaac Arthur. There's a few things about Shkadov thrusters. Shkadov thruster. Uh, so yeah, in the premise of the like spoilers, things could go awry, so you end up encompassing, like enclosing the sun. So like you had to, hey Batman, we need your help. We were gonna steal like the solar system, but instead we may have the sun. It's been doing stuff that's our bad. It's Batman. He already knows though, so whatever. I don't know about that stuff. I'm only concerned with the whole getting the stuff drawn out, and don't have to worry about plot. Just doing the starts of the whatnots. That's part of some of the experimental penguinism stuff. Yeah, so there's also I mentioned the conspiracies from McCann. Like sitting on the toilet, just like spent like the best 2 months of the 6 months in jail last time were in a two-man cell, and mostly I would be in there reading, and the person would be outside. Like my cellmate would be outside in the main area, so I was sitting on the toilet reading because you don't get pants. You can buy pants. I'm not gonna buy pants. I mean, I'm sorry, boxers. You get pants. You don't get boxers unless you pay for them, or you can get them from somebody else. And I did buy some contacts last time. I used not I had already COVID didn't exist yet. This was 2019, but the time I got in there. No, if that was 2018 when I got the contacts. I think it was 2019 because I had been in there. I had some contacts. Yeah, yeah, because the 2018 we are trying to get some contacts, but it's the better your vision, the more male penises you will see if you're a male in jail or prison. So um, it's there's probably a way to make the chart. It's like you can recharge your vision versus the amount of penises you. Out of courtesy of the penis, this is your vision. That's the amount of penises. Anyways, yeah, there was a naked strike at the. I don't remember what for. It was probably for something stupid. It wouldn't have been for food. It should have been for food, but mostly in the suicide prevention areas. The first question you get asked by the people staying there is like, "Are you coming off of anything?" Because if you say heroin, they'll say, "Well, can I have your food?" Because you're not gonna be even getting up. But so then, yeah, I don't eat. I say I'm coming off weed. I won't be able to eat. I'm coming off of real food, so I won't be able to eat for a couple days anyways. So I'll be able to give you some extra stuff. Generally, not that specific person though, because they'll have already got food. Yeah, have good days. My stuff got my it's canceling my camera for saying heat, but yeah, it's fine. You have good days. Sorry, it got long.